Hello, I am Shoaib Mohammad Shahpuri, working with Worldwide Technology as Technical Solutions Architect. Welcome back to the second video in the API Security Lab series. In the last video, we discussed about declarative API policy lifecycle in CI/CD pipeline. If you have not watched that, you can find the link to the video in the description below. Today, we will be exploring the lab that focuses on achieving API security using NGINX Plus with GitOps Workflow. As you know, every piece of software that is built today uses an API. Hence, APIs have become an essential element in today's digital economy, especially when you see initiatives such as Open Banking, CARES Act, and the requirement around an open API architecture. These APIs are delivering sensitive information, hence they are attacked just like web application. Thus, securing these APIs through an automated solution during early stages of software development can provide great benefits to the organization. The lab, which we will be discussing today, uses a GitOps approach to secure the APIs. We will be using NGINX Plus portfolio like the NGINX Controller, API Gateway, App Protect, which is NGINX Web Application Firewall. These solutions are lightweight and can be easily integrated in a CI/CD pipeline and highly configurable through the REST API interface using modern automation tools like Ansible, Terraform, and GitLab. Let's look at the topology diagram of the lab. The backend application will be deployed in a 3-node Kubernetes cluster. This can be a financial application or a healthcare application, or for that matter, any application that exposes the APIs. So the blue colored lines here represents the provisioning traffic. A DevOps persona can log into the GitLab and modify the application code. This will initiate an automated CI/CD pipeline which will deploy NGINX Plus instances, configure these instances through the controller to act as an API gateway. The pipeline also deploys a pair of NGINX Plus ingress controllers with App Protect Web Application Firewall. These ingress are responsible for routing the traffic to appropriate services depending on the host header, and also provide security against web exploits using the WAF functionality. Finally, the pipeline deploys the backend application using Terraform. The controller also publishes the API definition by ingesting the Open API Swagger file describing the application. We are using Kibana dashboard to review the security logs from NGINX App Protect. Accessing the lab, make sure you have registered for an account on the WWT ATC platform. If not, you can navigate to www.com/register. Make sure you use your work email here so that you can get access to various other resources on the platform. Now navigate to www.com/ATC. Through the ATC platform, WWT is building solutions on emerging technologies to help customers in adopting these technologies, and also work with the customers as trusted advisors, enabling their teams and helping along the journey of digital transformation. Once in the ATC platform, search for the lab name by clicking on the search icon. Also make sure to check out other relevant contents like labs, videos, case studies, articles, etc. Click on the name of the lab that you see here. This is the first one in the search. Once you click on the name of the lab, click on Launch Lab. So what this does is this will create your own environment where you can go through the lab. So at the bottom, click on View Labs. You will also be receiving an email to the registered email ID. So once you click on, you will go into the My Labs and you will be logged into the ATC gateway. Now click on the name of the lab and click on Open ATC Lab Gateway. Through the web browser, you will land into a Windows jump box with Lab Guide to the left here and the jump box to the right. You can pop the lab guide out by clicking on the arrow below. So this will allow you a larger space on the Windows jump box to work through the lab. So this lab guide is self-paced and contains a lot of useful information to help you understand the concepts outlined in the lab. If you review the lab guide, you can see the lab is divided into several stages. The lab setup walks you through the topology diagram and also the hardware that is used in the lab. It will also give you the credentials to log into all the devices. CI/CD pipeline and DevOps tools explains the various endpoints provided by the backend application. It also briefly summarizes the various stages of the pipeline. Build, test, and deploy. As the name suggests, this module focuses on the deployment of the CI/CD pipeline via the GitLab CI server. It also explains the configuration items used in deploying the pipeline. After the pipeline is complete, feel free to log into the devices and verify the configuration items. Optionally, you can also browse through the application. Simulate API attacks. One of the important functionality provided by the API gateway is rate limiting. This module makes use of JMeter with a pre-configured profile to simulate DOS attacks on the API interface and allows the lab users to validate and observe the rate limiting functionality in action. Once the number of requests exceeds the configured value, you will start seeing too many request error. You will also test the positive security model, meaning the web application firewall is configured at ingress controller to allow only API calls that are referenced in the Open API file. During the initial pipeline deployment, the Open API file did not include the post money transfer endpoint. Hence, we see the request was sent to this endpoint and 403 forbidden error was received. You can see a support ID being generated, which looks very similar to the F5 Advanced WAF support ID. This is because NGINX App Protect is a subset of Advanced WAF, which is designed for CI/CD deployments. Update Open API Spec. In this module, you will be redeploying the pipeline with the new Open API Spec file that includes the post money transfer endpoint. Now, when you send the post money transfer API call, you should see the call is successful. Enable API authentication here. So the number one reason for API exploits is that they lack the authentication and authorization functionality. In this module, you will be setting up an identity provider in API gateway through the controller using Postman collections. This IDP is looking for an API key header in the request before it can allow access to the API endpoint. Try sending the post money transfer call with and without header and observe the result. Finally, feel free to review the DAST report that was generated during the initial CI/CD pipeline deployment. That's it for this video. I hope you found this helpful. See you next time. Bye.